So if you put, like, your prized home theater subwoofer out on a patio during a Florida
That
summer,
was completely gone.
right? I mean, the salt and the humidity would just eat the voice coils and warp the cabinet in a matter of weeks. But then you go to a theme park or, a beachside sports bar, and they're pumping out this perfect chest-thumping bass even during a torrential downpour.
Yeah, it is pretty wild when you actually stop to think about it.
It really is. And today, we're doing a deep dive into exactly how that extreme audio engineering survives the real world. You actually sent us the specs from an HDTVSupply listing for the QSC AD-S28Tw-BK.
Yeah, the QSC, it's an absolute beast of a unit.
Right. It's basically a $1,050 piece of invisible infrastructure. And our mission today is to unpack what actually goes into a professional system like this.
And, well, looking at those specs you mentioned, the entire physical design is completely dictated by its need for survival because, a standard living room subwoofer is just pampered.
Oh, incredibly pampered.
Exactly. But this QSC unit, it uses a marine-grade plywood cabinet, molded ABS end caps, and a zinc-pleated steel grille. It's built like a tank.
It really is. I mean, this isn't just a speaker. It's built like the Navy SEAL of audio equipment.
That is actually a great way to put it.
Well, the testing data totally backs it up. It boasts an IPX4 splash rating, meaning you could practically hose it down. And it actually exceeds mil-spec 810 for humidity, salt spray, and dust.
Right.
But for you listening, that brings up a question. Why does a subwoofer need, like, military-grade salt and dust resistance?
So you have to think about the venues installing these. If you put standard gear in a humid outdoor patio or a coastal venue, the moisture fundamentally alters the electrical resistance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it physically degrades the materials over time, so this level of ruggedness, it's a strict investment in zero downtime for venue owners. It just never fails.
Okay, that makes total sense. But here's my hang-up. We have this sealed, heavy wooden box, right?
Yeah.
Armored against salt and rain. How does it still push out high-quality audio through all that armor? I'm looking at these dual 8-inch weather-resistant polypropylene woofers. Wait, dual 8-inch woofers? For a $1,000 massive commercial sub? That sounds a bit small. I mean, doesn't bigger usually mean better bass?
Well, normally, yes. Getting down to 42 hertz usually requires moving a massive amount of air, which means a big 12 or 15-inch cone. But the genius here lies in its dual-chamber bandpass design.
Okay, break that down. What does that mean?
So instead of the speaker cone just facing outward, these specific 8-inch drivers are completely trapped between two internal boxes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, one chamber is sealed and the other is ported. The sealed chamber uses internal air pressure to tightly control the cone's movement.
So it doesn't tear itself apart under heavy load.
Exactly. And then meanwhile, the ported chamber acts as an acoustic filter. It violently pushes a specific tuned frequency of air out the front.
Oh, wow. So they don't need a giant vulnerable cone because the physics of those dual chambers amplify the deep frequencies safely from the inside.
You got it. It turns those smaller 8-inch drivers into an acoustic cannon, and it handles 250 watts of continuous power doing this.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
But what also stands out to me is the electrical versatility. It includes a 70 and 100-volt multi-tapped transformer, plus a switch for an 8-ohm bypass.
Which really makes it a Swiss Army knife for audio installers.
Right, because with that 70-volt setup, you can daisy-chain dozens of these across a massive venue without losing power. Or you just flip a switch to use it in a standard 8-ohm setup.
Exactly. You avoid the massive cable runs you'd normally need. It completely challenges the old assumption that rugged hardware inherently means compromised acoustic quality.
Right, they've somehow married extreme physical durability with high acoustic fidelity.
They really have.
So for everyone listening, whether you're looking to upgrade a commercial venue or you just love understanding the hidden tech around you, recognizing this balance is key. Think about the last time you were at a loud outdoor venue and the bass hit you perfectly despite the wind and the rain. How much of our emotional experience in public spaces is being secretly shaped by invisible, military-grade audio engineering hiding in plain sight?
That is definitely something to think about next time you feel that perfect low-end rumble on a patio.